Hey there, it's dicestationzebra. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Rob.
And we are back with a HeroClix Smash and Destroy something new. This is our T2BTB, two booster team build. Say that three times
Say it
fast.
3 times.
And we want to put a huge thanks out to our friends at WizKids Games who sent us this brick of product to share with you.
Mm.
So over the next week, you're going to get a bunch of videos from us.
Yeah.
And this is the first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to open two boosters.
Right.
And we're going to build on camera
Yes.
a team that we would build out of these two boosters if we were playing in a two booster sealed event.
Yep. 300-point team.
That's
just
right.
like you would at a store event.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll maybe highlight a few figures if there's something interesting to look at, and that's what we've got for today.
Yeah. Okay. So, shall I get started?
Let's do it. You're going to open the first
I'm going to
one.
open up the first booster
And
here.
because Rob is Rob, I'm sure these have all been randomized.
These, these have been randomized.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I randomize things. Okay. So, what do we got here? We got Misty Knight. And we got, it's Zaz, right? Or Zax? Zax. Pile Driver. Speedball. And we got a Hulk.
That's actually Debris. It's not Misty Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Debris. I think they use the same sculpt, which is...
Yeah, slightly different hair maybe.
Yeah, it's a
So.
very similar sculpt.
Okay.
So
Debris
I'm
is
going
the
to pop
rare.
these out.
Yep.
Yeah, Debris is the rare.
Zax is our uncommon, and then we've got Hulk, Speedball, and Pile Driver.
Zax is such a beast.
Yeah.
So, anyway, you're going to open up your booster while I pop these out?
Yep. So
You
I'm
go
going to
for it.
open up this booster and see what we have in this one, and then we can start building. So we've got a Bulldozer. We've got a Steve Rogers. We have a Los Diablos officer.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Damage Control Worker.
Oh, nice.
And we have a Valkyraur.
Okay.
So this is probably not the booster you were hoping for in Sealed, but Valkyraur is pretty good because she's got prob.
Steve Rogers. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and does Steve Rogers have leadership?
Well, the Los Diablos officer does.
Oh, cool.
Steve Rogers. No, he does not have leadership. Now, with this set, leadership was not very common.
Yeah, and neither was prob.
So I think for all of these builds that we're going to do, we're basically going to pick whoever has leadership, and they make the team.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So, and I don't really see any huge standout figures to build with in this two booster set.
Well, Zax is a beast.
Yeah, I was going to say Zax and Debris would be my first two that I'd be looking at.
Okay.
When I'm building Sealed, I don't necessarily look for theme.
Right.
I just look for what figures
Yeah.
are good.
I agree.
Right.
Now, what do we have as far as the Wrecking Crew? We have Pile Driver.
Yeah.
We have Bulldozer.
And we have
Was this
Speedball
guy
a Wrecking Crew?
No, he was not.
I think he's the
Crew.
kid of a Wrecking Crew. Did someone tell me that? Is that a
It's entirely possible.
headcanon or
Robbie Baldwin.
Yeah.
Not really sure.
So yeah, so looking here, where's our leadership? Sorry, we've got leadership with Los Diablos
Los
officer.
Diablos officer.
We've got prob with Valkyraur.
Mm-hmm.
So those are probably making the team. There's also prob on Speedball.
There is.
So that's something to consider.
Yeah.
And that's improved movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to say, if that was improved targeting, that would be really great on the prob.
For sure.
Because it's elevation, outdoor blocking, and adjacency. But
Now, Zax is great because on whatever starting line you play him on, he's starting with Perplex.
And he's giant, so he's going to have willpower, so you can keep moving.
He's very good for that.
Yeah.
We have an Empower here on Pile Driver.
Yep.
Also, Steve Rogers, 25 points. You do get Perplex. So that's not bad. 25 points for Perplex.
Yeah. Now his trait though isn't really useful in set because it reads that once per turn for all characters with this trait, when a standard friendly character would be KO'd, after resolutions you may replace Steve Rogers with a character named Captain America of 60 points or less on his last non-KO click and then heal him. But there's no Captain Americas in the set that are 60 points or less.
Right. So basically you're just paying for Perplex.
Perplex and Sidestep, which is he's pretty squishy. I mean, it does give you an Avengers team ability and a Shield team ability potentially.
Do we have any? We don't have any team abilities though.
No.
So getting access to that doesn't really help us. Okay, so Los Diablos officer, we want the leadership to get the fourth action.
That's right.
Because with Hulkbusters and Soldier keywords, I don't think we're going to be able to pull tokens off people.
No, but it gives you the action at least.
But it gives you the extra action. Just looking to see who else has Soldier. Well, Debris got Soldier, so if they stick together, you can keep tokens off her.
Soldier on Steve, but I don't think he's worth it.
I don't think we're going to play Steve Rogers.
Soldier on Bulldozer.
Oh, okay. There you go. I think Bulldozer is an okay choice at 60 points. When he moves, he destroys blocking terrain. When you charge but don't have speed on a special move power, I think that's pretty good.
And you can generate and pick up a standard object or blocking terrain marker before you move when a friendly character with the Wrecking Crew keyword.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. I like him.
Yeah.
And if we're going with that, we should go with Pile Driver.
You might as well get the
Because Pile
Empower.
Driver has the Empower, right?
Yep.
And they can both pick up. They're both Wrecking Crew, so they can both pick up terrain, right? A standard object or blocking terrain marker, or generate it when they move, right?
So that's 30. 60 is 90. We have 140 points, so we still have 160 points left.
Okay, so Zax is either 100 or 60 points. I think he's a bit of a beast, so I think we should probably play Zax.
Yep.
What do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
We have to decide which prob we're going with. Are we going with Valkyrie for 35 points, or are we going with Speedball for 50?
I think Valkyrie is better, to be honest.
Speedball's giving us super senses and toughness, and then a power. Choose 2 of the following effects in any order. Move 4 squares, knock back in a character, or they can use invincible.
Okay. Speedball can use invincible.
Yeah, and then you also have 3 clicks of prob.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
So you've got super senses and toughness, but you could also choose invincible.
She has flight, so she could be a potential taxi.
That's true.
So she can carry somebody in.
Yeah.
He does have great movement, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on the points of what we want to do. Are we interested in Hulk at all in this team?
No.
Okay, no Hulk.
What I'm also noticing is we don't have any outwit.
Yeah, I don't think there's any outwit in these 2 boosters.
No.
Okay, so what about Debris?
So I love Debris.
She's 35 points. She has toughness. There's a power, generate 2 debris markers into clear squares within range and line of fire. And special attack power is telekinesis and free. Choose up to 4 debris markers within range and line of fire. For each marker chosen, deal an opposing character occupying or adjacent to the marker 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those debris markers don't disappear. They would just stay there, so you can keep choosing the same ones for free. And then also, you've got an enhancement here.
Yeah.
So you've got Los Diablos Officer has a range attack.
Yes.
So she can enhance him, and then later in dial, he can enhance her.
Sure.
If we put Valkyrie on the team, Valkyrie for some reason doesn't have a ranged attack. And I don't think we really have... Oh, well, Zax has range.
He does.
So he
With
could
2
range.
targets.
Right? Would we play him at 100?
Well, let's take a look at the... So if he's 100, 130, 190, that'd be 240, and this is 275, and we could fit 25 more points on, which could be Perplex Steve Rogers.
But then we've lost our prob.
Then we've lost prob. Okay.
So maybe we play him at 60.
Let's play him at 60 then.
Okay, so let's put 60. That would be 120, 150, 200, 235. Right?
I think so.
And then we have a prob.
Yep.
Right?
So that's 270. And we have 30 more points. So do we want an extra Perplex with Steve Rogers?
I'd probably go with the Perplex.
I think so.
And then also that brings shield team ability, because again, we don't have any team players, but we do have some rangey people over here, so we can increase range.
Okay.
Right?
And damage control worker, power until your next turn. Damage control worker has once per action. When opposing defect destroys 1 or more pieces of blocking terrain within range. After resolutions, remove an action token from a friendly character. Okay.
So I
think that's looking pretty good.
I think this is the team here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Do we want to look at anyone closer on the close-up?
Let's throw Debris on the close-up.
Yeah, let's take a look at Debris.
Maybe Zax.
Yeah.
Let's start with Debris.
Sounds good.
So let's...
yeah, let's take a look at her.
So as we mentioned, she has Avengers, team ability, and keywords Avengers, New Warriors, Celebrity Soldier. So again, we will be able to get a token off of her with Los Diablos Officer. Traded toughness, she's generating debris markers. Remember that debris markers also are hindering terrain.
Yes.
Right? So, you could also generate one under Los Diablos Officer, which gives them stealth.
And I think with Bulldozer having the ability, and Pile Driver having the ability to destroy blocking terrain, you're creating markers.
And then you don't have to make them
Yeah.
You're destroying the terrain, and then you're just for free. Choose up to 4 debris markers within range and line of fire. For each marker chosen, deal an opposing character occupying or adjacent to that marker 1 damage. So that is 4 instances of 1 damage. So if you've got toughness or invincible or impervious or invulnerability, you wouldn't get any damage through. But there's lots of people in the set that don't have any reducers.
Right.
And that's not damage from an attack, so it can't be masterminded.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's really good.
Okay.
And then let's just take a quick peek at Zax.
Okay. And there's Zax.
There's Zax. I really like the effect of the translucent.
He's a great sculpt.
And you can really see on the close-up here, you can see like the muscle.
Yeah.
The musculature has been kind of sculpted into him.
Yep.
Did you want to talk a little bit about him?
Sure. Zax has brute and monster keywords. His trait is grounded by water. We grant him poison. And at the end of your turn, if Zax occupies water terrain, deal him 1 unavoidable damage. So you want to keep him out of the water, obviously.
Yeah.
Don't get him wet and don't feed him after midnight.
There you go.
Just kidding.
That's a
So,
Gremlins joke.
If we're starting at 60 points, he starts with Phasing Teleport, Pulse Wave, Impervious, and Perplex, which is fun. Yeah, he's good. So no move and attack, unfortunately, but he's giant, so he can also be your Ataxi.
Yeah.
He can carry people in.
Plus, he's single base, so he could be TK'd.
He could be TK'd,
right?
absolutely.
And Debris has TK.
Yeah.
So, so I think that's the team.
I think it is too. So let's put these guys over to the side. And this is our team. We're going to go with this. So we ended up with Los Diablos Officer and Debris, Zax, Bulldozer, Pile Driver, and Valkyrier. So I'm just going to go over the points real quick. Right, 65, 125, 185. Steve Rogers would be 210. This is 260, 295.
Not bad.
Just making sure we didn't go over.
Yeah.
So
closest without going over.
That's our team.
That's our team.
Yeah.
So that's how we would build that team, and I think we did it in about the amount of time you would have if you were building at a store.
Yeah, you'd have about 10 or 15 minutes, I believe.
About 10 minutes usually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a 2-booster sealed. So let us know what you think of this team.
Yeah.
In the comments below.
Let us know if you would make any changes or if you would bring in any of the other characters like Damage Control Worker, Hulk, or Speedball. So anyway, we thank you for watching, and reach out to us in all the usual places, and hit like and subscribe.
All of those things. All the links to our socials and our Discord and everything are in our video description, along with our Patreon. And thanks so much for being here, and tune in again next time for our next 2BTB.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Bye.